Well, hey everybody, we are back again at Classic of Denton with the man of the hour, Rick Wick, and another fine vehicle. Rick, what are we in today?
We've got a 2019 Dodge Charger RT Blacktop.
Man.
With the Hemi, baby.
Dude.
The Hemi.
If you see us on the way to the Welcome Center and you want to race, just come on up, start revving that engine. We'll see you on the street.
You worried about me driving?
I maybe.
Bad boy Brown.
No kidding, man. This is sweet.
Got the tuned exhaust to match up to the vehicle.
Okay.
Performance. Got the Hemi.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't realize, they go, oh my gosh, it's got a Hemi, it's got a V8. Oh
Yeah.
man, 2 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Well, with the Hemi, yeah, it's a performance engine. It's
Sure.
one of our broad spectrum engines, especially in our truck lineup. But it also, when you get it on the highway, it drops to 2 cylinders, goes to a 6-cylinder for fuel economy. So, you know, that's nice.
Yeah,
nice
little
feature.
trade-off.
Yeah, it's like I was mentioning in our introduction. You know, Dodge is committed to this lineup. Not only in the RT Charger, also got the Challenger and the Hemi and the Scat Pack and all that performance, where some of our manufacturers are dropping out of the car lineup.
Yeah.
You know, Dodge is hanging in there, and like I said, they're up 14% year over year in that market, with Dodge up in the car lineup when everybody else is talking down. You can see the roominess in the vehicle, especially in the back seat. And you know, it's got the Recaro type seats that it molds you into, so you don't have any roll out of it. A wide range of instrument panel.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's got the roominess and the comfort and all that stuff if that's what you need, but it's also got that power.
it's got that man law.
Yeah. So what do you attribute to that this car has increased in sales when other manufacturers are backing off of this kind of thing?
Well, you know, it's still considered muscle.
Okay.
Muscle car.
Yeah.
And you can get this vehicle in a 4-door, where a lot of your muscle cars, like the Mustang, is a 2-door. So you can get some performance and pep. The muscle, it's a 4-door sedan.
Okay.
So it opens up your spectrum as far as, you know, you can have it if you have children. You have children or kids, so you got the, you know, a lot of back room to it.
So you could drag race and get the groceries.
That's right, exactly right. You can drag race to get the groceries.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Look at that. That has been a long time.
Yeah, we haven't parked right up front.
Parked right up front in a long time without making 3 or 4 turns.
No kidding.
Of course, with the graphics on this vehicle, you always got to park plenty away from the curb.
Smart.
If you notice the yellow when we're outside, it kind of outlines the spoiler.
I love it.
Underneath on it.
That's cool. Man, that car was awesome.
I think we set all-time record. Wasn't it 2 minutes what it took us to get here?
We sailed down that highway. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. We are live once again with the man of the hour, Rick Wick of Classic of Denton. Once a month, we'll sit down and talk all things Denton. Classic of Denton is involved in so many different things, including Denton Radio, but a million different activities among the community and things around Denton that by talking to Classic, we're talking about all things Denton. So really, really excited to get to do this yet again. Rick, how's it going, man?
It's doing great.
Good.
Doing great. You know, I've spent, believe it or not, I came in and started coming with that bug, that, headachy, running nose, and so I left about 11:30 because I said, I'm getting out of here so I don't get anybody sick.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody thinks that's unbelievable. I wasn't there all day.
Right. Yeah. You're usually on the B schedule, right?
And it was my wife's birthday, Karen, yesterday too. So And we had a very romantic dinner, me snuffed up, She says, you want chicken noodle soup? I said, chicken noodle soup. And she fixed herself a grilled cheese sandwich.
There you go.
And I'll crawl back in bed. Man. I guarantee you, between Dayquils and NyQuils, the Tylenols, and Vicks cough drops, and I watched every single Alaskan Frontier through DY, all the episodes of them building their out in the wilderness, building all the houses and how they had to do it. The episodes till 5 o'clock, and it was bad enough. Coughing and hacking, and I must feel 100% better today.
Well, I'm glad you're at least a little bit better and rocking and rolling. Oh, man, poor guy. Well, so you always say, for anybody that hadn't tuned in with us before, Rick always says that he's on the B schedule. What is it? You
be there when we open and be there when we close.
Right. So for you to not be in the building, is it still there? Like, man. All right. Well, very cool. I'm glad we got you in today.
Right.
Thank goodness. So let's talk, before we go into other stuff, let's talk a little bit about that car that we were just in, because that was awesome, man.
The Scat Pack.
Incredible vehicle.
With that Hemi.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great vehicle.
Yeah.
Fit, finish, and performance, and great price range on it. A lot of versatility, and you can use it as an everyday car.
Yeah.
But it still has the muscle to it.
Yeah.
So very popular vehicle in Dodge lineup. I think we talked a little bit how all the other manufacturers dropping out of the car line, Ford and GM, but Dodge is committed to that car.
Yeah.
And Ford benefit goes up I think it was 14%.
Wow.
That market with Dodge was up in that segment of cars.
That's
for their
incredible.
Sales. So
absolutely incredible. So while other muscle cars and things like that are dropping down, this one is going higher and higher and higher in sales every year.
Right.
Very, very cool. And like you said, it's practical. You
Yeah.
you got the muscle, but it's also a super practical car, and I can attest that it was really fun to ride.
Yeah, we did set a little record getting here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We nothing on tape.
Yep.
Anyway, so what else is going on over at Classic these days?
Well, a lot of people don't realize that, the manufacturers push incentives from November, December, the year end to push, and they increase incentives to push because it's just customary. Everybody's off and they want to sell. Well, manufacturers and us dealers come off that big drive at the end of the year, and we hit a low. The temperature changes.
Right.
So a lot of people don't realize it's still a great time to buy because the manufacturers still beef up the incentives to keep the market strong. That's where it's going. So, sometimes they come with a little bit more, maybe a $250 or $500 additional incremental incentive in the car line. But a lot of times they'll carry them over based on what the sales rate is, and they watch the first 10 days of sales. And when they watch that, they see how the market is, and they go, "Hey, holy crud, we got to entice this market." So it's still a great time buying. Incentives are still strong, great quality vehicles, inventory levels are good. So, and trade-ins, good clean trade-ins are always needed. So, it's still a great time to buy.
Good. Well, that's always good to hear, man.
Right.
Classic is always involved in a lot of different activities and community things going on. You just finished up the Christmas drive, and then we had the United Way event. You guys had a table there just the other night, but I'm sure you got a couple other things coming up.
Well,
here
we
soon
just
too.
Finished last Friday the banquet for the breast cancer awareness for the You're Beautiful.
Yes,
that we were gold platinum, the top sponsor for that, and that's a. When you see the survivors, and how their attitude is so high, and what they went through. I unfortunately lost my dad several years ago to cancer, it's a sinus cavity. Never smoked a bit.
Yep.
Never did. but I lost him to cancer. But the advancement in, some of these survivors that are walking that stage for the You're Beautiful are survivors cancer-free, 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
And just it's incredible what they can do. But it's all taking care of yourself. Go get your physical. If you want to get your mammogram, if you're male, get more prostate. Go every single year and get that physical.
Yeah.
To just a wellness checkup. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So,
Well, I know it was a big event. A lot of people were really excited about it. It's just so cool to get to celebrate all of that because it was, celebrating those who had survived cancer, remembering those who had battled it, and then also raising money for cancer research right here in Denton County. It was over at the Embassy Suites, and it was really, really cool event. We got to cover a ton of stuff for that event, so we were really excited.
Yeah, they were saying they had 250 last year, and this year had 500.
That's awesome. So cool.
And then United Way had their big gala Saturday.
Yeah, that was 930 people. Wow. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
We couldn't make that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of activities going on.
No kidding.
Denton's still growing. Chamber is growing. We're going through some transition.
Yep.
With Chuck retiring, Pam's taking the realm, doing an excellent job.
Yeah, she's been great
filling in, and then with Kim moving on to more of a Texas wide.
Right.
We've got people filling in there. So
it's a big time of transition.
Growth never stops.
No.
No.
I mean, you hope it doesn't. It certainly doesn't stop here in Denton.
No, hope it doesn't.
No.
But and we had a good new member orientation for some new members that we had in the member to member. So, it's just like I talked. There's a Andy Eads coming out of. Hey. Yeah, there is. But it's just we're growing, and it's just. All local businesses need to stay involved and being engaged with the chamber. And, I'm on the board. I'm on executive committee. I still receive that check of zero every single month. But we're all business owners, and we're interested in the improvement, and that's what we are. We haven't had no political aspirations, and we're all about to grow. So, if you're not a member, please join. If you are a member, reach out to somebody that's not a current member and show them the benefits to join because it's all about the members. Yeah. Is what it is. So, it's a great time.
Love it.
It's a great time.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, and I always love anybody joining the chamber because the more people that join the chamber, the longer I get to keep my job. So I'm a big fan of anybody getting involved.
Well, you're a big author, of your big book.
Well,
is it
not enough to retire
10?
on it.
Is it the top 10
yet? We're close, but we're not. No, we're not even anywhere near close. But
right.
I am nominated for a Denton Arts and Music Awards under Denton authors this year.
Oh, really?
That'll be late next month. Yes, that'll be late next month over at GDAC.
So, great.
Fingers
That's great
crossed.
to hear.
Go vote.
That's great to hear.
Anyways, so what else is happening, my man?
Well, like it says, business is great. We've got. And here's another sales pitch. Knowing me, I'm never going to take advantage of that.
I love it.
But Denton Media kicks off the 27th for the Best of Denton. So here's the plug. Quote, vote for Classic of Denton, automotive category, service category, and pre-owned category. That all voting will start, runs through February. So, let's get out and vote.
You guys, you had a clean sweep the last several years
in Denton County.
Yeah.
Denton County Magazine for 2017, 2018. Now we got to redirect our focus into Best of Denton.
Love it.
So,
love it. Well, make sure you guys go out there and vote for Classic of Denton. And, man, I'm all about the classic plugs. Like we say all the time, you guys are involved in so many different things and supporting and propping up so many different organizations and events and activities and community outreach that by going and buying a car from Classic, you're giving back to all of these different things around town, including Denton Radio,
right,
and all the other things that you guys are involved in.
Well, we still have the continuous thing going on for all current and new Chamber board members that are a member of Denton Chamber of Commerce. It's buy a vehicle from us, new or used, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, or Mazda, new or pre-owned. We have $100 that we give to the capital improvement for the chamber, for the building. So as you know, it needs some 10, 11 care with a little bit, with when it rains, the buckets, and even though we got some of that roof fixed. So
love it.
It's great. We're glad to be part of the community. Richard strived and pushed for that. Matter of fact, he bought the store December 2004, and so we stay committed to the community.
Yeah.
So he does a great, passes it on to everybody and to employees to get involved,
Love it.
Family owned and operated since 2004.
Love it. Man, Classic is just such a fun organization, such a fun group of people, good group of people that do so much to give back. And so anytime we can highlight Classic, it's always a pleasure. Is there anything else we want to touch on before we wrap up today?
I can't think of it. Just still, there's several days left in the month that help pull out the month.
Yep.
It's the rebates and incentives. If I wouldn't plug and push. Rebates are great. Rebates are huge. Great time to buy.
Love it.
So,
perfect.
We're always there.
Well, guys, if you're looking for a vehicle, Classic of Denton has got you. I am a buyer myself and customer from Classic, and I had a great time. And I've always had a great time. Still even go get the vehicle service there just because I like popping in.
So relax and enjoy the difference at Classic of Denton, classicofdenton.com.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks very much for tuning in with us, guys. We appreciate it. We have got DRC Live coming up at 2, and then we'll be sitting down with folks from the Denton Black Film Festival at 3. So make sure you stay tuned right here to DentonRadio.com. Make sure you check it all out as well at Classic of Denton and classicofdenton.com. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at classicofdenton.com.